Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Temple Owls, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Yellow Jackets offense will have the football first. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators or defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Motion from the back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. To the air, it's King. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Temple's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and
there he goes! And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Sweet cut there. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The Owls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Scanning the field, it's Simon. Got his man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
And the Owls are flying down the field. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires it. He caught it. They will score. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
And the Yellow Jackets need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Back to pass, it's King. He lobs one high down the left side. Caught at the 25. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for space, it's Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the shotgun. He's in open space downfield. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Now he's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this offense has finally put a good drive together, a really good opportunity here. Got to be smart with the football. Don't get too aggressive. Got to get points, but a chance to tie this up going into the half. Considering this offense hasn't played great, that would be a big win.
Looking to pass, it's King. He's got it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Adams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Simon. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Temple lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Haynes. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The ball is out behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for a man. It's Simon. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clark. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they are going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Simon. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking down the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's King. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
And the Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Simon. Rushes on him, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Rutherford. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's a seam wide open. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's King. The screen, he's got wheels. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run to the left. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. And the Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Using his legs, it's Haynes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Back to throw, it's Simon. Get it out on the screen. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the 1st down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. To the air on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Wants to fire on second down. Got the quick pass. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. He'll keep it himself. The offense coughs it up. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Got a lot of room to the right. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Temple. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man. It's King. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On the run, it's Haynes. Wide open spaces. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
He leaves it with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. To the air, it's King. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle, it's Patterson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That was just as simple. Playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Got it in the middle. It's Clark. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Simon. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
And there's nothing better than victory formation on another person's field when it's really quiet. They've been loud, screaming all game, and now you know and they know this one's over, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Here's the return. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up.